What are the most overpowered items in Factorio Space Age? Here are my top 3 items that need a nerf hammer. Number 3. The Foundry. I already made a full-length video about the Foundry on Novice, and if you've seen the video, you know that the amount of productivity you gain when using liquid metal smelting is insane. If you've used this method before, there's no way you want to go back to the normal electric furnace smelting ever again. I don't even want to complain about the amount of extra productivity you get from Foundry smelting. But what really bothers me is the calcite consumption. The amount consumed by the foundries is so ridiculously low that shipping it from volcanoes to Novice is way too easy. And getting it from space only requires small platforms. Even on volcanoes itself, a heavy calcite consumption nerf would go a long way. The amount of calcite on this planet is massively abundant. So much so that I think Whoop made a mistake or wants to troll the player base. Doubling the amount of calcite used in the Foundry's recipes would make the game better, and even after a nerf like this, there would still be plenty of calcite on volcanoes, and the transportation of calcite to Novice would still be very doable, but a bit more challenging. If a game mechanic would still be fine after a nerf doubling the consumption, you know why I put the Foundry in 3rd place for this video. What do you think? Would you like to see a rebalancing of the Foundry's calcite consumption? Or would you even swing the nerf hammer at its productivity? Number 2. Mech Armor. Don't get me wrong, Mech Armor is an amazing late game technology. To get it, you need 5,000 science packs, which is very expensive. That's why Mech Armor being the best armor in the game is warranted. No worries here, but there's one thing that bugs me, and that is the flying and levitating ability without consuming any energy at all. First of all, that doesn't make any sense. The exoskeleton needs energy to make your engineer run faster. So why in the world would the Mech Armor not require any and let you fly at all times? I think it would be healthy for the game if the Mech Armor requires energy consumption to provide the flying ability. If running out of electricity, you have to land, and if that's above water or lava, rest in peace. A single exoskeleton consumes 200 kilowatts, so 1 megawatt for the Mech Armor seems appropriate. If you think that's too much, make it at least 500 kilowatts. Number 1. The most overpowered item in all of Factorio that needs a nerf quickly is the Efficiency Module Level 1. In Factorio, there's a time before and after the Efficiency Module Level 1. That's how good this item is. It completely changes the power and pollution efficiency of your base. And as a result, it has a massive impact on your relation to the local biter population. Before and after the Efficiency Module, that's like a day and night difference in any death world, marathon world, high science coast multiplayer playthrough, or challenge map. But even in a normal default world, the efficiency module has such a great impact on your ability to produce more items while reducing the need for heavy defenses. But how exactly does the efficiency module affect your base? It reduces the energy consumption by 30% per module used. And tied to this, it also reduces pollution by 30%. But that's not all. There is some double dipping going on here. Because if you consume less energy, you also have to produce less energy. And in the early game, energy is made by burning coal in boilers to make electricity in steam engines. A lower power demand means the boilers have to work less, emitting less pollution. Therefore, the amount of coal needed is also reduced, which in turn means your coal miners will also emit less pollution. Meanwhile, the upgrade to the assembling machine level 2 increases the energy demand of your base, but not when using efficiency modules level 1. Now they actually require less energy and will produce way less pollution per item produced. Now this is already overpowered, but it gets more ridiculous by the minute. Electric mining drills have 3 module slots, and I don't understand why it needs to be 3. Especially now in Factorio Space Age, where we have the big mining drill for late game mining. I don't see any reason why the normal electric mining drill has to have 3 module slots. There is a maximum cap of minus 80% energy and pollution reduction, and you easily reach it with 3 level 1 efficiency modules, because 3 times 30% is more than max. Ridiculous. Especially this combination, electric mining drills and efficiency modules level 1, is insanely overpowered. I think it would be in order to nerf the efficiency module to minus 20% energy consumption, down from 30, and at the same time get rid of the 3rd module slot on electric mining drills. As a consequence of the nerf, the electric mining drill would run at minus 40% electricity consumption, and it would emit 40% less pollution, down from 80. Instead of 2 pollution per minute, it would be 6. Meanwhile, the assembling machine can only be reduced to minus 40%, down from 60. It's still worth upgrading, still better than the first assembling machine, but it's not as overpowered as before. This change would also make it so that researching the efficiency module level 2 is actually a desirable upgrade to reach the energy reduction cap on electric mining drills and assemblers, or at least get close to it. While the other modules for quality, productivity and speed heavily benefit from researching level 2, level 3 and also increasing quality, the efficiency module level 1 is already incredibly strong as is. The NERF would also make playing death worlds and marathon modes way more exciting. Reaching efficiency modules level 1 usually means you won the game, turning a challenge into a snooze fest. The efficiency module is also overpowered in space, where energy is key. Similarly, on Fulgora, where you usually have energy problems in the early game using the lightning mechanic and accumulators, it's overpowered to just throw efficiency modules at recyclers, chemical and electromagnetic plants. Even on Gleba, massively reducing the nutrient consumption with efficiency modules will prevent headaches. In all of these cases, I think it would be healthy for the game to swing the NERF hammer at the efficiency module level 1, even though this would be detrimental to my own playstyle. I would have to figure out new ways to master hard maps. But I consider this a good change and opportunity to find new strategies. What do you think? Did I miss any overpowered items? Do you disagree with one of my choices in this video, or do you have a different candidate that needs a quick nerf? Please tell me in the comments below. If you like my content, please press the subscribe button to never miss a video. Thanks, bye.